Over the years, from the safety of my automobile, I've noticed that there are a few different ways that people cross the street. One way I've noticed for many years tends to happen in swankier areas. People are very careful crossing the street. They follow all the rules that we tell kids, be careful crossing the street. Look both ways before you cross the street. Here's what I think is behind that. These people have money, and I think they're thinking to themselves, I'm not going to let that guy in his Mercedes convertible crash into me, because then I won't have the pleasure of driving home to my mansion in my Lamborghini and giving my nanny explicit instructions about how to make the kids gluten-free tacos. The other way that I tend to see people cross the street is in more run-down areas. And I see guys, it's always a guy, they cross the street wherever they want, whenever they want, however they want, with total disregard to all rules and order, I live in Los Angeles, and I could be on a busy thoroughfare with cars going 45 miles an hour in each direction, but here comes a guy. He's leaving the pawn shop, and he's crossing the street to get a snack at Mel's Fish Shack, and he just comes into the street, that's all. And cars are swerving, and he's walking slowly. And he's trying to make eye contact with all the drivers. And he's got this sort of defiance and anger, as if to say, I dare you, crash into me. And I think what might be behind this is maybe this guy is thinking, I don't have a lot of control over lots of events in my life, but I can control this. I can slow these people down. Well, I have news for this guy. Half of the people who are out on the road driving aren't paying attention at all. So someday when he's lying in the ICU, he can ruminate over the efficacy of this way of crossing the street. And the third way of crossing the street is new, It's new, and it has to do with technology. Now, there's a very, fine person, and they wait until the light is green, and they're at a crosswalk, and they start to cross the street. But here's the thing. In this hand, they have their coffee drink. I mean, come on, it's not really coffee, it's a milkshake, right? It's this huge Frappa, Kappa, blended whatever, with a shot of this and a thing of that, and whipped cream and sprinkles on top, and on the other hand, they have their phone, and they're looking at their social media, So the light turns green, and they just sort of step off the curb. They're not even really walking. They're just sort of blubbering their way to the other side of the street, And here's what's behind this. It's 2017, and this person is very, very confident in their understanding that the world is entirely about them. So, they don't need to hurry. The world is about them. Everyone else can wait. They don't have to worry about their safety. They don't have to pay attention, because the world is about them. So everyone will be looking out for their safety, because the world is about them. So, as a closing comment to everyone, I just want to say this. For your own safety, when you cross the street next time, please just pretend you're rich.